Okay.
Sashi.
Buki jokshing me tok tram. Virabling shin and and body. Sangye shingdu mikte ulwargi. Joku namdak shingla chupar shok. Idam guru ratna mandalakam niryatayami.
Sangye.
Jodang soki chok nam la. Changchu bardu dakni kyap suchi. Daki chunyen gi pe tsunam ki. Jolar penchir sangye chupar shok.
Sangye.
Jodang soki chok nam la. Changchu bardu dakni kyap suchi. Daki jinso qui pe tsunam ki. Jolar penchir sangye chupar shok.
Sangye.
Rang soki chok nam la. Changchu bardu dakni kyap suchi. Daki chunyen gi pe tsunam ki. Jolar penjir sangye chupar shok.
Quick question.
Why do we say Jin So? Why does it say Jin Sok there, but we say Chin Yen?
Yes, thank you. Exactly that.
I knew you were going to ask that. I felt you before you even asked it. I knew it. I was like, Monica's wondering about this Jin Sok.
But I'm paying attention.
You are, in highly predictable ways. Okay, Jin Sok means the goodness. Wait, no, excuse me, sorry. Giving and the rest. Jin is the first of the what? The 6
perfections.
Yes. Sok in Tibetan just means, what does Sok mean? Rivas?
Like gathering, like.
No, that's Sok. This is Sok. Related, but not the same.
Like collect?
That's Dzok.
Oh my God, poor Rivas.
I know, I'm sorry. This Sok means etc. So Jin plus the other 6, Jin Sok. Why did they say Jin Sok and not Jin Sultrim? And why didn't they name all of them?
Because giving is a more important. No. I don't know. They always say that, like the giving and the rest, right?
Because it wouldn't fit in the song. I'm serious. You have to say, you can't say, you'll mess up the song, right, Hero? It's got beats, a certain amount of beats. So anyway, Jinsok, you say in general, but before a class, you say chunyen. Chunyen means by listening to Chu, listening to the Dharma, right? It's more specific to the class. And then if you're giving the class, you can say Chu She, which means by explaining the Dharma. She means to explain or teach.
Okay. Thank you.
So sometimes they write both on the paper, but it's weird. And then anyone who's paying attention usually asks, why do we say Chunyen when it says Chunsok?
Chunye.
Okay, Chunyen.
Chunyen.
Yeah, Nyen means to listen. It actually comes up in this class. Okay, good. Yay!
Thank you.
Por nada. Okay, quiz time. Okay, I'm gonna actually share it this time, okay, Aldo? All right. Get ready for your quiz now. Do your quiz. Oh, Don't do that. Do this. Okay? Let me see how many there are. There's 3 questions. I'll do the first. Maybe I'll do it like this. Okay. Acabaste. Terministe. Okay. Time for the low jog. Okay. ¿Listo, Jero? Okay. All right, so welcome to class 7. Okay, and in English, we call this the home stretch. All right. It's the last week. So let's go over the schedule. We're gonna have class 7 tonight, class 8 on Wednesday, class 9 on Friday, class 10 on Saturday, and the review on Sunday. Okay? So we're just gonna end this thing, and then Monday we'll start at 15. If you thought I was messing around, I'm not. And then Holy Geshe Michael Roach and others, like my amazing, wonderful sponsor from heaven, will be doing a retreat at Diamond Mountain. So via Zoom or, you know, whatever. So you should sign up for that and do that and help crush coronavirus using holy mantras from the amazing prayers from the 7 medicine Buddhas. Who's the 8th medicine Buddha?
Buddha?
Yeah, the Buddha. Okay. So this is the real deal, okay? Even though it's not even really called medicine Buddha, do you know that? What is it really called? $20.
Lapis lazuli. King of lapis lazuli.
That's a name of one of the Buddhas. Menla, medicine guru, medicine teacher, Lama. Yeah. It's the name in Tibetan and Sanskrit is teacher, not Buddha, but there is referring to Buddha, so it's okay. Yeah. Sangye Menla. Is it Sangye Menla?
So that's like Robert Thurman's retreat in Phoenicia, New York, called Menla.
Yeah, exactly. It's medicine Buddha. Men is medicine. A Menpa is a doctor. Okay, cool. So you're gonna do all that stuff and you're gonna get enlightened and I'm gonna get good karma. Oh, yay! All right. So now we're starting. So apparently in last class, Geshe did not finish the freedom from the attachment to his life. I think I did it in the homework, but I'll give a brief review because why not? Yeah, so a person who's attached to this life is no Dharma practitioner. Yeah, I think Jason Kappa said it best. He said, I mentioned it in one class, but I'll mention it again. Jason Kappa, the unrivaled scholar from Tibet, who's really from heaven, right? Because no one can know that much about anything without being an angel, I think. So the unrivaled Jason Kappa, what did he say about morality? Does anybody remember? It's in Gongpo Robsel. What did he say about a monk who keeps his vows perfectly and doesn't think about emptiness?
He's immoral.
Yeah, exactly. So this is basically what it's saying here. Like, I mean, of course, it's okay to be good for good sake. Being good for good sake is better than being bad for bad sake. But if you're a Buddhist and you're taking refuge, you have to think about karma and emptiness. And then the ultimate refuge is to become one of the three jewels. What are the three jewels?
Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
Okay, what do all those have in common? Does a Sangha mean you're wearing certain robes, certain colored clothes?
No.
Is Buddha
No,
is Buddha some guy who ran around 2,500 years ago who's gone now?
no,
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, but
Also,
no.
yeah.
but not the Buddha jewel.
Yeah, not the Buddha jewel. Ooh, what's the jewel?
The emptiness of his mind and of his other three bodies.
What about Sangha? Should I just wear robes and then I'm Sangha jewel?
Only, well, it refers to areas specifically.
What about Dharma?
Direct perception of emptiness.
So what do the three jewels have? What are the three jewels really, and how are you really taking refuge?
Remembering emptiness.
Yeah. And what should your goal be?
Perceive emptiness directly and hence become a Buddha.
No, if you just see emptiness directly, you become an Arya. What do you have to have in your heart?
Bodhicitta.
Yeah, so what should your goal be?
Save all the beings.
Yeah. By?
Bodhicitta? I don't know.
By becoming a Buddha. Okay? Semke pani shendon chir yang dak tsokpe changchub de. Okay, achieving total and complete enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings, right? Does that mean you should wait for people and you should hold people's hands and not become Buddha?
No.
I thought Bodhisattvas waited in samsara for people to get enlightened.
No. I'll be in my paradise sending bodies.
So Bodhisattvas don't care about people? Rivas?
Yeah, but the ultimate way to help people is becoming a Buddha. The only way to help people, and then teach them how to become a Buddha.
So I should ignore poor people?
No.
I thought you said the only way to help them was to become enlightened.
Yes, because if I
Really?
give them money, the money will end and they will suffer again. But if I
Okay.
give it with the three emptiness spheres, emptiness in my mind, then I can achieve Buddhahood by giving 10 pesos to a guy in the street.
Okay, so I can't help you by teaching this class. So class over?
No, I don't know how you are seeing this.
That's true. Okay, good job. Yeah, so this is the point. We shouldn't be attached to this life, but we should use this life like you use a road. You know, in Buddhism, they say gate gate parasungate bodhiswaha. You know, if you're on a boat and you're going from Puerto Vallarta, Shanghai, when you get to Shanghai, you don't carry the boat on your back, do you? No, you leave the boat and then you walk the rest of the way to Tibet, okay? So this human body is like the vehicle by which we get to our goal, but once you get to the goal, you leave You leave your car in the parking lot. Right? Okay. So you don't have to get attached to this life, but that doesn't mean you hurt yourself or do bad things or you don't help people. It means everything you do should be influenced by the desire to get enlightened. And Dharma practitioners, and people like Aldo, their problem isn't should I rob this person or should I go to work? Okay, Aldo's deciding, should I teach this class or should I go to this retreat? Should I help my mom or should I help Geshe Michael? Okay, so whatever you pick in your heart, it just has to be the thing that's going to most quickly get you there. Right? All right. Okay, Aldo, you know what to do. Okay, say tu, sam, gom. Tu, sam, gom. Where's called Tu Sam Gom Norbuling, the holy island of learning and contemplation? Where's that?
Sumatra.
No, Sarame. Sarame Monastery is called. Is it Tu Sam Norbuling or Norbuling Tu Sam? I think it's Tu Sam Norbuling. Okay. It just means a holy place where people learn Dharma and then think about it. Okay, and then all the mixed nuts have a joke because the monastery is crazy. And because they don't say Tu Sam Gom nor Buling. They're like, no one meditates because it's too crazy. But Geshe said, no. It's understood. Okay, so this is the method. This is how to get free of detachment of this life. Because you shouldn't believe me. Okay, maybe believe Geshe Michael, but especially don't believe me, okay? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just using you all for some karmic seeds. I'm really selfish, all right? So anything I say, you should check it. You should be like, I don't know what this crazy guy word. I don't know what he's talking about. Let me think about this. Does it make sense to me? You know, after you listen, does it make sense? And then really meditate on it. And if it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. But also don't, we say repudiate? Don't, what's that other word? I forget. But, you know, don't treat it as bad. You just don't know if it's good or not. So we say put it on the shelf.
No lo descartes.
Descartes? I don't know that one. But that's on disparage. That's the word I wanted to say. Disparage. If descartes means disparage, we agree. Don't disparage it. Just say, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna put it on the back, put it on the shelf for now, okay? But be very, this is not, I don't want you to join a cult. This is not a cult. It's not even a religion to me. It's just a way of thinking. To me, this is like gravity. If you want to learn physics, there's, you know, go to the best school for physics. Go to MIT or something. You know, if you want to learn emptiness, this is the best school on earth that I know for emptiness. I'm not the best teacher, Geshe Michael is, but I know a little bit, okay? So, karma and emptiness, to me, is best explained by Jason Koppa's tradition, and just follow the principles, that's all. But you have to think about them. You have to get clear on your own mind, and then you have to experiment. Okay, I gave 10 pesos to that crazy vato on the street. Okay, did I get more money? Okay, am I just poorer? What happened? You know, you have to check. I think Hero like my use of the word vato. Did Hero translate vato correctly? Vato's like gangster Hero, okay? All right, so Tu Sam Gom. If you ever want to make money in Geshe Michael's class, memorize Tu Sam Gom. He asks about it all the time. This is how you learn according to the Buddha. All right, all right. I said that. Okay. Here we go. Renunciation. A person who's still attached to the three worlds has no renunciation. So this is still the freedom from the four attachments. Shimpa Shidra. Okay, yeah. No, I don't think so. Okay, the three worlds. The notes say refer to the three kinds of pain. I don't know. Anyway, the three realms are the lower realms. Okay, so Holy Geshe Michael makes a very specific point here, because often to basically convince you to be a good person in Buddhism, or to at least convince you that you don't want to go to someplace bad, they teach you about hell. Okay, and they say, okay, hell is this horrible place. You're going to get poked with knives. People are going to beat you up, and you're going to die, and then you're going to wake up again. They're going to beat you up again. You're going to die. You're going to burn in burning hot fire for 20 billion years, yada, 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 okay? It's very similar to the Christian view of hell. How do you say in Espanol? Inferno? Yeah, it's like that. So you can think of that, but I think I agree with Geshe-la. Even more powerful is to really understand, okay, I'm gonna try to really help you all right now. You are creating your world, your whole entire world. This class, my voice, the city you live in, your partner, the Christmas tree behind Rivas, todos, okay, everything. You're creating all of it. And you might say to yourself, okay, I believe the pen thing, but it's hard for me to believe I'm creating all this stuff. But if every finger snap, you plant 65 seeds, and each one of those seeds doubles every day. Okay, let's do the math. Okay, I'm doing the math right now. I've done it before. Let's do it again. So let's see. We're gonna have 65, right? We'll call it finger snap a second, times 60. Okay. That's how many finger snaps, how many instances in a minute, times 60. That's how many an hour. Okay, we're already that high. Okay, it's backwards, but you get it. Okay, times 24. Okay, that's in a day. So that's how many, it's backwards. 5616000. 5,616,000 instances in a day. So that's how many seeds you plant every day according to the Abhidharma Kosha. Okay, then watch. And every day it goes up twice, so times 2. Okay, that's tomorrow. Everything you did today, there's this many of them tomorrow. Okay, times 2. Okay, miércoles, that many. Okay, do you see where this is going? Times 2. Jueves. ¿Entiendes? Mucho. So basically, all those turn into little instances of living, of existence, of perception. So little lights and behind Rivas, it's completely probable if you understand that. And it just keeps going and going and going, because you can never eat them all up. Because if you've been doing that for a billion, million, jillion years, then you have a billion, jillion, million times a billion, jillion, million times 2 every day happening, right? It'll never end, is what I'm saying. But you can end the fact that you are suffering due to your understanding that you're creating it. The reason things run out is because you think they're just happening on their own. So the karma for them just ends because you're not recreating the karma to keep them going. And because you think the opposite of what's happening is happening, right? Because it's not just ignorance, it's misunderstanding. Ma rikpa. Okay? Avidya in Sanskrit. Ignorance. Not knowing, but misunderstanding is a better translation. Anyway, because of that, all the things you want, it runs out and it just fizzles out and ends. But you can create anything you want based on your thoughts, deeds, and actions if they're like the thing you want. You want paradise? Teach Lojong classes on Monday nights when you're tired, okay? All right, cool. So really, think this all day and all night. Really, I'm serious. If you do, one day, maybe some famous Lama will walk up to you and say, hey, do you want to be a translator? I'm going to pay you to learn Tibetan. Sound good? And you'll be like, sure, whatever you say. I created you. Thanks. Okay? Does that mean when you come home at night to hang out with your husband that you're hugging yourself?
No.
What do you mean, no? I just said you created everything.
Yeah, but they are there and I am here.
There where?
Outside of my skin. I can give them things and I can make things with them. I don't feel it myself in that moment.
So wait, you're telling me you create everything, but they still exist separately?
I create that separation too.
Ooh. So you're so good at creating that you create them being separate?
I'm so bad and in creating that I create them separately.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a famous book by Master Dharmakirti called Other People's Mind Streams. I don't know, something Antara Siddhi. I forget how you say it, but anyway, it means other people's mind streams. Was it Prajna Antara Siddhi? I forget. I'll look because I'm a dork. Okay, so anyway, the point is there are the people out there and they're creating they're creating a world that overlaps with your world enough so that you can communicate and hang out. You're co-creating or you're creating separately. Oh yeah, Santana Antara City, of course. Santana means mind stream. That's what it is. Cool. There it is. So don't go to the 3 realms. Create good. And hey. You want to know if you're doing this well or not? Is your life getting better? You should have met Alex Rivas 9 years ago. Wow.
I had more hair.
Yeah, me too. Oh well.
Can I make you a question?
You have a question, Irvo?
Yeah. If we create everything,
Yeah.
how we can create something who don't know what the decision is going to take, like the other person thinks indifferent. The second husband in the kitchen.
from ignorance. You create everything, but you're ignorant that you're doing it. Therefore, you can create other beings that seem ignorant or instances of ignorance yourself.
So it's part of my ignorance in that mirror.
No mirror, projection.
I prediction, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Thank
create anything you see is something like you or something like you did.
Yeah.
¿Entiendes?
Sí, muchas gracias.
De nada. Buen pregunto. Pregunta? Pregunta. Okay, good. Buena pregunta. All right, here we go. So that's the Nyen Sung Sun, the went bad 3, or the 3 lower realms. And I just explained. Oh, what are the 3 lower realms? Marisol.
Son los espíritus hambrientos,
Sí,
los animales y los seres del infierno, ¿no?
sí. Perfecto. These are the lower realms. But people are like, but I want to be a kitty cat next life. Come on. Okay. I know cats seem to have it pretty good, but basically, unless your cat could be a Buddha, okay? But if your cat's just a cat, okay, not a Buddha, then you want to make sure.
Perdón, Jerónimo dice que porfa, cuando pregunten, si pueden traducir sus preguntas y las hacen en inglés.
Okay. Please, when you ask the questions, translate the questions into English. Okay. 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 I'm gonna keep going. Where was I? Something get enlightened. Oh yeah, your cat. So like if you're Nala the cat, okay, and you're, which is Ria and Ria's cat, Aldo Ria and Ria. They have a cute cat. It's muy gordita. Ahorita gordita. But if you're that wonderful cat named Nala, you can have a good time. You know, maybe you'll fight Karuna a little bit or something like that. But most of the time you're happy and you just get to lay around and be fat and stuff, which seems good, but you can't study the Dharma, right? Aldo, did you ever wake up at night and Nala's on your computer studying ACI course 14 or anything?
No, she doesn't need to study.
She's already enlightened, I know. Okay. But the point is, animals can't really think that well enough to read and write and stuff. That's all. I know people think animals are intelligente. I'm not saying they're not, but I never saw one with a pen writing, okay? So that's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't read minds. Okay. So the sufferings, how much? This whole thing is about sufferings, okay? A person who's still attached to 3 worlds has no renunciation. The 3 worlds refers to 3 kinds of pain. So there's 3 kinds of pain. There's the 3 sufferings. They're very famous. Before I do the 3 sufferings, what are the 4 sufferings?
The suffering of suffering.
No, 4 sufferings. What are the 4?
Nacer, enfermar, envejecer y morir.
Ooh, who said that? Nicole?
Hi, Nico.
Wow. Okay, Nicole, I'm giving you $20 for that. Aldo was asleep at the wheel on that one. Nicole. ¿Tienes PayPal? Nicole. ¿Tienes PayPal o no?
Ok,
¿Sí?
sí.
Ok. 20 pesos. Es broma.
Okay, I don't have PayPal.
Okay. You have to send me your email address, okay? I'll pay you. Okay. Muy bien. Yeah, so those are the 4 sufferings: birth, aging, sickness, and death. And not necessarily in that order. Okay, but the 3 sufferings are the suffering of change. Wait, no, that's not the first one. Is that the first one he does? Oh, I guess this went over.
El
This
sufrimiento.
was the suffering of sufferings.
The
Okay.
suffering of suffering.
Yeah. Yeah, the suffering of sufferings usually first. Anyway, I'll just go over them. I don't know where they wrote them in the notes. The suffering of sufferings, the suffering of change, and the all-pervasive suffering. So you have to think of these things, right? You have to think, in this life, at any time, I'm going to have some kind of problem. Yeah, some of my teachers don't even use the word suffering because people are like, especially Americans, are like, I'm not suffering. I mean, people in Africa, I mean, they're suffering, but me, I'm not suffering. No, really, people say stuff like that. They're like, I don't have suffering, okay? I'm blissed out. It's just bliss, man. And I'm like, it's not like that. Do you have problems? They're like, well, yeah. I'm like, that's all it means. Either you have a problem and that sucks, we say in English, or you have something good and it's gonna go away and that will suck. Or you're gonna get old and die and that's gonna suck. Right? Those are the 3 problems, 3 sufferings. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't use suffering anymore because I think it obfuscates, it actually makes it more difficult to understand. Because Americans are almost in like a God realm where they don't even, they're like, they think they're going to look young forever, just plastic surgeries and, and then one day they're just like, I'm old, and they die. Okay? Something like that. Anyway, okay, so those are 3 sufferings. Suffering of change means, everything you have is going to disappear. And the suffering that's all pervasive is, your body itself in this kind of life will eventually show itself. Oh. So remember, Lo Jung means bodhicitta. Lo, what does Lo Jung mean? Mental training, right?
No.
Sí. Lo es mente, Jung es practicando. Marisol, ¿es verdad, no?
No.
¿No? No. Lo significa mente en tibetano. ¿No?
Sí.
Sí. Lo Jung, mental training. Es correcto.
No.
Good. Yeah, it literally means mental training, but it refers to developing a good heart. In Tibet, if you ask someone, where's your mind? They say here. They point at their heart. In English, we say memorize something by heart, like that. Okay, so it doesn't mean, it's not like getting better for IQ tests or something. Although that's fun too. I do that sometimes. I have hobbies, okay? But as far as getting enlightened faster, you want to develop the heart that understands that helping other people, because they are empty, will help you get enlightened faster and help everyone understand that they're in a particular realm due to their misunderstanding of how things work. That's it. Okay? And you know, if it's an upward spiral, it's like this, you know? You just got to keep going, just keep practicing. I'm telling you, I've been through all kinds of infernos, okay? And they'll burn, okay? You have to just stick through it, stick with it. If I told you my stories, you would think I was crazy. Aldo's seen parts of them. He knows I'm crazy. Okay. Okay, 12-point Lojong. Yay! So actually, this class is kind of a it's kind of a joke. This is the only part of all 18 courses where Geshe Michael added something. Okay? This is the only class that's not from a Buddhist scripture. So in America, we have a thing called the Boy Scouts of America. Geshe Michael was a Boy Scout. So he added this. He didn't tell his students. He actually denied it in class. He added this from the Boy Scouts. So this is a Lojong. This is the Boy Scout Lojong, okay? You know, if you know anything about Geshe, you know he's hilarious. So he's being hilarious, and he added this. So he called it the 12-point Lojong, and he named it Lojong Namke Kimma. And Kim, it was weird. It was weird. I was reading my dictionary, as I want to do, and I was seeing Kim, and I saw that it meant astrology, like a celestial mansion. And then this class came up. I was like, oh, that's cool. Actually, I saw one that said Nya Kim. I'll give someone $50 if they tell me what Nya Kim means. I figured it out. I taught you, Rivas. What's Nya? Don't remember. Okay, cancel the bet. Nya means fish. So what's the celestial mansion of the fish?
The ocean.
No, Pisces. Piscus. This is the same as astrology. Come on, guys, you gotta get quicker, okay? If you wanna make the money. All right, here we go. So here are the 12. You must be Iche. Iche means trustworthy. You can count on them to do what they say. They don't let you down. And you know, there's a thing they say a yogi always keeps their word. I don't know, if I was to label myself anything, I would label myself a Buddhist yogi, okay? I am a yogi informed by Buddhism, all right? In general, I do what works. I mean, I don't care. I like what Jesus said. I like what Lao Tzu said. You know, I love what Geshe Michael says. I love what Jason Kappa says, but that's my leanings. So if you're a good yogi, wait, let me get my charger because my computer might die because my battery's acting weird. Hold on, 1 second.
Aldo, yo. Desde hace unas clases tengo como, en algún punto Word dijo que el hecho de tener el Dharma en tu vida, o sea, las enseñanzas, venía de tu bondad, ¿no? Entonces, eso querría decir que las enseñanzas en sí, el Buda, todo también viene de mí. Yo lo creo, pues.
The question is, you said in a previous class that if you have Dharma and you have the teachings, that comes from your previous kindness. So that means that the Buddha and all the lamas come from you as well?
Claro que sí. Todos. Todos los libros, todos los maestros y
El
las...
Buda.
Todos. Everything is a projection coming from you. What would happen if it wasn't?
We couldn't become them.
Everyone will know him.
Exactly, both right. You couldn't create a paradise. There'd be two things that could happen. Kelly McGee, what are those two things?
Either everything is self-existent, so we would all experience it the same way, or nothing exists.
Damn! Woo! Oh my God. Holy crap. That's exactly. Thank you. Yes, Taken Che. If things weren't empty, nothing could happen at all. Right? And if things are empty, and you misunderstand their emptiness, you think nothing could exist at all. Okay, I was a philosophy major in college. Okay, so I hung out with these super nerds, and but I was also on the Taekwondo team. So I would halftime nerd, halftime I would just kick people as hard as I could. That was my two lives. Okay, I had other lives. Okay. I also partied way too much. So these kids, they were into nihilism. They were like, nothing exists, man. Yeah, it's nihilist. Ugh. Okay, if you ever saw, they were like on The Big Lebowski, the nihilists. You saw The Big Lebowski. I guess it's old now. I don't know. You should watch Lebowski, okay? The nihilismos. Anyway, and I would just say to them like this. I'm like, oh, nothing exists? They're like, yeah, nothing exists. Okay. I was like, okay, let me punch you in the face right now. What do you think they said?
No.
No. Why? Why did they say no?
Because it seems like you can punch hard.
I can punch extremely hard. Because they exist. Obviously, they exist. I mean, I only have bad words to say about that, curse words, okay? You can generally, nihilism only comes from a bad explanation of emptiness, okay? I hope no one has the karma to hear my explanation of emptiness is bad. Just because everything is empty doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It means that's the only way things could exist. Okay? Because nothing could change if it didn't come from a karma. Because if it comes from a karma, it comes from a cause. If it comes from a cause that comes from you, that means you see it a certain way. at a certain angle with a certain interpretation forced on you by that karma due to what you did in the past when you thought, said, or did something to somebody else, including yourself. ¿Entiendes, Marta?
Entonces, ¿tengo el karma de tener karma?
Here we go. Someone translate just to make sure I understand.
So then I have the karma to have karma.
Sí. Wait. ¿Tienes el karma? ¿Tú tienes karma? ¿Tú tienes karma?
Tengo el karma de, o sea, tengo el karma de tener, como, hace rato dijiste que esto es como una forma de pensar. No es una religión, es una forma de pensar, como la gravedad. No es...
Si quieres te traduzco. You said that we have this karma of, ay, se me olvidó. Like, this is not a religion. You said that this is not a religion, this is like a way of thinking.
Like gravity, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Entonces, tengo, o sea, en realidad tengo el karma de tener esa forma de pensar. Entonces, tengo el karma del karma, de tener karma, o sea.
So I have the karma to have this way of thinking. So I have the karma to have this karma. I have the karma of karma.
You have the karma of the karma to have the karma to think this way. Sí. Exacto. Martha, you broke Barbara's brain. Martha, cuídate. It's okay, Barbara. Don't think too hard about it. Okay. No, but it's true. That's all true. And this is the kind of thing I think about, but I usually don't talk about it because most people don't want to hear about it, but it's true. You should think about it. That's after this class, you should be thinking about the karma to have the karma to learn about karma. Harold, did you get that? The karma of the karma to learn about the karma. El karma de karma, a aprender karma. Got it? All right. Yes, Tanya, because it's empty. Porque tiene vacuidad. All right. Good. Wow, now we're getting there. If people are thinking like that, you guys will be enlightened in no time. And don't think it's impossible. Okay, let me teach you something. Do not think it's impossible. Do not think it's impossible. Okay, I'm not enlightened, but I've seen some cool stuff. Okay, I have not seen anything this directly, but I know I'm on the path because weird stuff starts happening, like really weird stuff. All right, it's not like one day you're like, and the next day you're like, oh my God. No, all of a sudden, you're surrounded by all these Mexicans. All they want to do is talk about Dharma. Then everywhere you go, I was walking down the street in Guadalajara, and Hector Marcel passes by me in a car. He's like, hey, word. I'm like, yo, Hector, what's up? What? I was literally on Ruben Darillo in Guadalajara, 6,000 miles from where Hector lives or something. I don't know how far it is, maybe 5,000. Okay, and Hector's like, word. I'm like, Hector. Okay. Yeah. Everywhere you go, you'll meet these people. All right, all right. I'm gonna keep going here. Monica, I'm not suspicious. You're suspicious. Okay. Oh, Kazra and Jen, loyal. You remember the kindness of your sweet teacher and your fellow students who have helped greatly in your practice. Okay. So let me tell you this. I hate people with a passion. Ask Aldo, he knows. I don't like hanging out with people. I'm content in my room literally 18 hours a day. Like yesterday, I didn't leave my room. My mom knocked on the door like, are you okay? What are you doing? I said, I'm fine. Just working, sleeping, meditating, yoga. I don't care. But when you leave your room eventually, thank God for COVID, I have an excuse now, okay? But when COVID ends and you have to, they force you to leave your room or you run out of food. Usually I leave about every 4 days because I run out of food and I have to go shopping. Unless Aldo will bring me a Seta burger, I'm forced to leave. Anyway, you'll run into people. What does Master Shanti Davis say about those people, especially the annoying ones? What did Dorje Lion? What did
They're more precious than the wish-fulfilling gem.
Yeah, El León de Diamante. Right, Hero? Okay, yeah. Yeah. So who are the best? Because the more annoying than regular people are people in your Sangha. But the more annoying, the more holy. Okay? Aldo's the holiest being I know. No, I'm joking. Aldo's awesome. But really, they'll annoy you, but you have to remember your practice, you know, and like you'll forget. I forget all the time. But the little times you do remember go a long way. You don't even know. It goes a long way. A long way. And eventually everything will start to change. Little by little, things will change. And then a virus will come and save your life and you won't have to see anybody anymore if you're really good. Okay, so stay on the path. Understand? So remember their kindness, especially the annoying ones. You're supposed to remember the kindness of your teachers, which is weird because I'm teaching people now. And it sounds, what's that word? It sounds like I'm trying to get you to like pay me money or something. But I know you don't have any, so it's okay. I'm like Geshe-la, I'm just give you money, okay? But really, I'm doing my best. But what's that word? It sounds self-aggrandizing, I think it was a good word. Like I'm like promoting myself. But it's true. Even if it's weird, okay, I'm the teacher, whatever. It's weird, but for someone to come along and teach you this for free, it's incalculable. That's why in the beginning of the class, what do we offer for the teaching? Money? Jewels? What do we offer? Your house?
A paradise?
Yeah, whose paradise?
Your mind?
No, your paradise. Your job is to practice. That is the ultimate offering to this teacher. Be good, get good at the practice. Okay? Really. That's the only offering. Nothing else matters because suffering of change, all pervasive suffering. Right? I don't know. I get to hang out with Geshe sometimes, so I don't know. I'm kind of one of the close students sometimes now, right? So Geshe, many students will give him incense and tea and all this stuff. He's like, oh, thank you. And then when they leave, he's like, he just puts it with the pile. Because Geshe doesn't care about any of that. I mean, he's very gracious. He's one of the most gracious people I've ever met. Like, really, like he's some kind of like, how do you say, gentleman? Like a real gentleman. He's extremely gracious with people. It's it's amazing how gracious he is. But he just ends up one day, Venerable Jigme gave me a trash bag full of tea, like different tea boxes people had given him. She was like, word, because you know I'm an herbalist. She's like, word, can you do anything with this trash bag full of tea? I'm like, yeah. And I gave it all away. I used it all because, you know, I know the herbs. But Geshe can't do anything with that. So what the teacher wants is for you to be happy. And the only way for you to be happy is to practice. And the only practice is to take responsibility for your world. How much of it, Marta? ¿Cuántos? ¿Parte? ¿Medio?
Toda.
Toda! Exactly. Listen, the exact percentage of your world you take responsibility for is exactly the percentage of happiness you will have. Precisely. So if you're depressed half of the time, you are taking responsibility for half of the things going on in your world. Exactly. There's no deviation. You are understanding the emptiness of half of the things. If you think your mind is not empty sometimes, then if you think your mind is not empty sometimes, then you have no power. You have no way to create the mind you want. Therefore, you'll be depressed. You'll be unhappy. If you think your husband is not empty sometimes, you'll get mad at him and you'll hit him. You say, culpe? Culpando? I don't know. Yeah. So, you know, those are your options. All right, here we go. Helpful. You always help anyone who needs it. Okay, so you have to be careful with this. You should be helpful in general. Okay. I think Guadalajara Sangha is good at this. I don't know. American Sangha is much better at thinking about emptiness. And then Guadalajara Sangha is better at practicing. That's my assessment. I'm sorry. I guess it's just me, okay? Don't get mad. But they're extremely helpful. So you in every way, little ways. You know, if you see Aldo's mom walking down Ruben Dario with some groceries, you should go help her. Okay? If she wants it. Like that. Understand? Even little things. But don't be annoying. Don't be an annoying Buddhist, okay? That's annoying. Don't be like, you want help? I'll help you with the help. No. Be skillful still. Just be like, would you like assistance? They say no, say, okay, walk away. Right? Okay, good. Help people. Friendly. Okay, I'm bad at this one, all right? Sorry, I'm from Philly and New York. We're not that friendly around here. Mexican people are extremely friendly. It's kind of weird. You're like, what? Are you always like that? So if you're Mexican, you don't need this. Okay, the Americans, I'm talking to Americans. All right, Kelly McGee, you have to be more friendly, all right? Nah, Kelly McGee is friendly. All you people are. I don't know why you're listening to me. You're already better Buddhist than I am. We're just doing our homework together, right? You're just using me. That's good. All right, so just be friendly. But there's some really good advice to treat everyone very kindly and gently with their mental afflictions. With your mental afflictions, rip them apart. Treat them like crap. Just tear them to shreds like a tiger. Just kill them. Okay? But other people's mental afflictions, be like, oh, okay, well, take your time with that, Rivas, okay? But your own anger, be like, anger. Destroy it, okay? With wisdom. All right. Courteous, sensitive to others' reactions to what you do. Yeah, I mean, in general, if you're a good bodhisattva, I'm not. I'm a really bad one, okay? I'm just a nerd that stumbled on some good teachings. But if you're a good bodhisattva, people will probably like you, okay? Like Pow or something, okay? Everyone likes Pow, right? Raise your hand if you don't like Pow. No, I'm joking. No, really, who has a problem with Pow? Nobody, okay? We all have our issues, but basically, the idea is we're just kind to others. We just allow them. And I'm telling you this, if you're not in a good mood or you don't feel good and you have an option, just don't go around other people. Just stay home. That's why I stay in my room so much. I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna leave then. There's a joke about meditating. Why do people who meditate so much end up in a form realm where there's a paradise, a short-term paradise?
Because they spend so much time in meditation, they don't plant bad seeds.
Exactly. You meditate so much that you don't have time to call Aldo a blankety blank because you never see him. So I think they call it the morality of meditation or something. But sometimes you have to be skillful. If you're in a really bad mood, don't go over your TS house for dinner, okay? Just stay home. Just tell them you're sick, okay? You are sick because you have mental afflictions. All right, cool. You are the servant of others. You're at their command. Shengi-jen. Okay, I'm very bad at this. I hate when people order me around at all, okay? So I try to serve people in ways that they want, that I decide. But I don't know. It seems like, I heard Geshe Michael say this once pretty recently. What did he say? Sometimes if you're a good bodhisattva, it can seem like people are taking advantage of you. All right? I don't know. I don't know about Geshe as much, but I've heard stories. Ken Rinpoche, students try to sue him, like take his money in court for perceived wrongs that he did to them. And based on what I heard from Geshe Michael, he said, he was like, Rinpoche, we have to do something. We're gonna have to get a lawyer and all this stuff. And Ken Rinpoche said, no, I can't. He's like, what do you mean? They're gonna sue you. They're gonna take everything. They're gonna take the temple or everything we have, and we don't have much. And he's like, no, I can't. He's like, well, why not? He's like, it's my student. I can't do anything. I can't do anything to hurt them. I won't do anything to hurt them. I won't take any action against them. Okay, that's Lojong. Someone, what's that word? I don't know. Darn it, why am I losing words right now? Studying too much Tibetan. Someone without reason. Oh yeah, it was in the Lojong Sikema. I think it said mirikpa, without a good reason at all. They just attack you. What should you do?
Give them more. No, not more. You said it.
Yeah, what did Jesus say?
Like turn the other cheek.
He said that too. If a man should sue you in court for your house, you should
give them your coat.
Give them your coat as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pero no los deja.
Pero.
Si te hacen daño, también generan mal karma. ¿No debes de protegerte de alguna forma?
Okay.
Por ellos. A lo mejor no por ti, pero por ellos.
She's saying that if they hurt you, they're planting bad karma, so you should protect them, not for you, but for them.
De acuerdo. If they're ignorant and they're trying to fight you, if you fight back, what's going to happen?
Te perpetúas las causas, te vuelve a pasar, lo plantas de nuevo.
They're going to fight you more. So you have to be like, oh, okay, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I looked at you wrong. And just walk away.
Alguna vez escuché que te protejas como si fuera tu mamá que se vuelve loca.
Mm.
She once heard this thing that you should protect yourself like your mom when she goes crazy.
Yeah, exactly. If your mom goes nuts in the kitchen, okay? You're in the kitchen, you're making, how do you say, tortas? You're making cake, okay? And your mom's like, I can't take it anymore. Ah, she comes at you with the knife. She's like, okay? What are you gonna do? You're gonna bash her in the head and just kill her? Huh? You're gonna just take her out? Like, sorry, mom. No, you might get cut a couple times. You're gonna be like, Mom, no. You know, knock the knife out of her hand and call the ambulance, right? Aldo once asked me, what do you say? Someone was saying something, but he's like, word, you can't get in a fight because you took a bodhisattva vow not to strike people. Right? Aldo said that. And I said, yeah, but I can still choke them out. I don't have to strike them. I just put them to sleep. Walk away. No, I'm joking, but you have to be skillful. This is all very skillful. But if you're really good, you never have the problem in the first place. All right? The best martial artists I know never get in fights. They're long gone before a fight starts. They can tell that it's coming. Okay? Okay, Martha, you know what to do if your mom goes crazy. Durwar Nen. Oh, here's the, Nen. Didn't we have it? Oh yeah, Chunyen, remember? Monica, what does Chunyen mean? For no money.
Chu is Dharma.
Yes.
You just teach me that.
Yeah.
And Nien, it's to listen.
Yay!
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Sudando. Someone's learning Tibetan. Okay. Durwan Nien, you should you should listen to you should listen to your Lama. At some point, okay, this is what my my Qigong teacher said about his Sifu. So Sifu is the way that you say teacher in southern China. So I call him Sifu. So my Sifu, right? My Qigong's teacher, after a few years of training with him, he said to my teacher, he said, you know, Jerry, that's my teacher's first name. I don't call him that, but his teacher called him that. He's like, if you know Jerry, if you don't trust me by now, you should go somewhere else and find and get another teacher. Right? Because after many years of practice, at some point, you're just gonna have to be like, all right, Geshe Michael knows. Let me just listen to him. Because much of what your teacher will say will be beyond where you're at. And if you don't have the wherewithal to listen to him or her, it will take so much longer. At a certain point, you just have to be like, okay, they're a Buddha. Okay, just tell me how to get there. You understand? How long did Lord Atisha take before he decided to listen to Sir Lingpa?
12 years.
12 years. He didn't even go to a teaching, I don't think. I don't know if I could do that. Oh my God. But Lord Atisha, he came out of the womb like a master, so I don't know. Anyway, be obedient. Okay. Sumkar Chen, cheerful. Never act grumpy. Work cheerfully for others. You don't complain or whine about things. Okay, I'm also bad about this. I'm always grumpy. I'm never cheerful, and I'm always complaining. Okay. I mean, not in class. In class, I fake it, but in real life, again, ask my friends. Ask Aldo Hero when he wants to see me. It's horrible, but anyway. Do your best, you know. You have to be skillful. In last class, we talked about, was that 2 classes ago? Yeah. The 2, right? Making sure you don't put yourself in situations where you're going to have mental afflictions, and knowing yourself well enough to know your mental afflictions. So I get very impatient when I hang out with people for too long. I can hang out with people for about 40 minutes, and then that's it. I'm not joking. It's a little less than an hour. And then I'm happy for about an hour, you know, about once a week. Okay. And then back to my room. So we have to be skillful. We have to know each other well enough to not create mental afflictions. And of course, stretch yourself, you know, first week, 40 minutes, next week, 45 minutes. Okay. Like that. Okay. Till eventually you get to an hour. Okay. But small steps. So be cheerful. Okay, thrifty. Don't waste the planet's resources. So our cultures are extremely bad at this one. And there's a isn't it one of the pledges in Lojong Dunduma too? There's a Lojong Dunduma pledge. Isn't there? Tunse Pakyu. Wait, hold on. Where are the 18 pledges? Shempashidra. There they are. I know there's one because I saw it when I was reading Achieving Bodhicitta. It's in the back. I don't have my book with me. Maybe Aldo can check. Anyway, don't waste other people's stuff. Okay? Americans are the worst at this. And other countries, and now we're a bad example for other countries. They're trying to be like us. Okay, we make up 4% of the world's population, approximately. and consume about 20% of the resources. All right? Most of it just literally goes in the trash. Like billions of tons of waste every year. Plastic, food, construction materials. That's most of it, okay? It's a huge waste. It's ridiculous. So don't be like that, all right? And you have to take charge. It's your world now. It's your mandala, okay?
Pick it up a little bit.
There you go. There you go. Use as much gas and oil.
You come this way. I was here. Because
What's
you keep
going
coming this
on?
way. Who's supposed to cross this way? Sorry.
But who's right away?
Because
Who's right away?
okay, I'm sorry.
Going on?
No,
Take
I'm sorry.
Hold this, take photos.
Check for us. I'm sorry because he coming like this. I stop right here.
Who
Yeah,
is
I'm
that?
sorry.
I understand, but you should take photos. I'm serious.
Sorry.
Mute your mic.
You okay?
I'm glad someone's having fun.
I think something happened to him, no? It looks like he was biking.
Who is it?
I'll text him.
Okay.
Thanks, Kelly.
I couldn't see whose mic it was. Anyway, where was I? I think, were you saying something, Leah, about using the world's resources?
Oh, I said Americans like to use as much gas and oil as possible.
Yeah, for instance, yeah. And electricity, which comes from gas, oil, coal, nuclear, etc. Yes. So just think of others. You know, all your actions have ripples. If you do things unconsciously, if you had a Buddha paradise, you would have a car that didn't create pollution when you drove it. Or you'd have a world where every step you took didn't crush 30 million hormigas, okay? and so on. So do it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because we're almost done. We're gonna do the homework, then we're gonna be done class, okay? Geshe says, Paktak Den possesses power. Possesses, well, Pa means power or warriorness. You are courageous, especially your worldview and your lifestyle. Do the right thing regardless of the consequences. Okay, this is really hard sometimes. And you have to, though. You really do. But anyway, if you keep doing it consistently, only good things are going to happen, right? And if you want it to be in this life, before you go to sleep at night, you should think about all the good things you did that day and in your life, so you can make sure that your good deeds multiply much faster and you get all the results in this life. Otherwise, you might end up in prison for the good things you did, for the bad things you did, while it seemed like you're doing good things. And then next lifetime, you'll be happy, okay? Don't do it that way. Partook, right, Rivas?
Yeah.
Okay, Partook. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Dakshing So. Create your own pure land or paradise. Have a simple, clean home. This is the cause for your Buddha paradise. Hey, if you want to know what's going on in someone's mind, what's the fastest way to understand what's going on in someone's mind?
See what's their room or their car.
Woo! Exactly. Sometimes they fake it with one or the other, okay? You got to look at both. Sometimes people, their room looks clean because their parents forced them to have a clean room, so they're traumatized. That's the only reason. But then go to their car and you're like, oh, how do you say? Oh, Dios, Dios mío, mío Dios. Yeah, no, really. That if you want a mind that's, I mean, what's the first step in a meditation practice?
Clean.
Yeah, clean your room, Rivas. No, really. if you go in the house of a meditator, you will know. Someone who's been meditating a long time. Look at those Zen monks. What do they do all day? That's all they do. Like they just clean. They just arrange like small pieces of sand perfectly. All right. And people literally say, oh, you're so Zen. Okay, that's not a coincidence. You're so calm. You're so clear. You're so grounded. You're so cool, right? Zen. All right, almost done. Chusum shul. Reverend, your mind is carried away in the current of Dharma. Your whole day is happy Dharma activity. Let me encourage everybody, okay? Whatever you do for work, I don't know what you all do. Everyone prayer probably does everything. I'm sure you are all the people I don't. Everyone I know here is very intelligent. The people I don't know, they're probably very intelligent too. Okay. Use the Dharma to get what you want. Look at Aldo. I don't even know what Aldo does. Aldo just does good things all day. Aldo, how do you get money? I don't even know how Aldo gets money. He just does good things all day. I swear, I've watched him. I don't know of any like official job that I've ever heard Aldo has. He just does good things. That's his whole life. He's like, what are you doing at 3 o'clock, Aldo? Oh, I'm gonna go help somebody with this. What are you doing at 5? Oh, I'm gonna go teach ACI class. What are you doing at 7? I'm gonna help my mom with this. What are you doing at 9? I'm gonna help Ria with this. What are you doing at 11? I'm gonna do my ACI homework. Aldo, am I lying?
Well, I work now for STP, Spanish Translation Project.
Yeah, whatever. That's just a good thing. People are just paying you to do good things now. Which is my point. Eventually, people will just pay you to do the things you were doing anyway. So don't feel trapped in a job or something. If you like your job and it makes you money and you can help people, do it. But don't stay in some job where you can't practice Dharma. Okay? In the beginning, it's scary. Okay, but later on, you really have to put the Dharma. It's going to come to a point where you have to decide between doing something of lesser good or doing something of greater good. And you have to pick the greater good. Sometimes it might be greater good just to make more money and then use that money to help people a certain way. Okay, that's fine. Especially if you can be happy and think of emptiness and bodhicitta during the day. Excuse me. But for me, I had to eventually be like, nope. I told you, I live by the beach in the nicest town in all of North America, in United States. That whole town is just surf dudes and beautiful girls. That's the whole, I'm not joking. That's the whole town. They all just eat good food and exercise. They do CrossFit, surf, yoga, capoeira, the whole town. Okay? So, and there's a beach. Okay, and I left to go hang out in Phoenix. Okay, sorry if you're from Phoenix, but Phoenix? Anyway, my friends made fun of me. They're like, where are you moving? I was like, Phoenix. They're like, haha. I'm like, shut up. Trying to get enlightened. Okay, get enlightened. Okay. Dharma revisionism. Oh yeah. Geshe says, is it a coincidence that these match the Boy Scout code? No, it is the Boy Scout code. But his point is, the Boy Scout code turned out to be a lojong. Was it always a lojong?
Until you had the seat to see it like a lojong.
Is your mom a tantric deity?
Yes.
Was she a tantric deity when you were a teenager?
Yes, probably.
She wasn't annoying.
Pascali.
Yes.
There's my mom. Mommy, are you an angel?
Perfect angel.
Did you hear her? She said she's a perfect angel. I knew it. She admitted it. I confess all the bad things I did. I'm sorry. Okay, you understand? We say, which came first? I don't know. The Dharma, the angel, or the fact that you see them as an angel? Okay, you got to think about that. Okay, the homework. Someone had a question or a comment. I see something. Oh, that's old. Okay. Is this it? Yay. Okay, last 13 minutes. Is there any questions really quick before we start the homework, finish the class?
Quick question about Namdak.
Who's that?
Monica.
Mónica, ¿qué quieres?
So is it like sort of starting to remember things of your past and started to realize like this weird coincidence or special moments that were sort of unique, or I don't know how to say it, but
No, your karma gets so good that all of a sudden you notice, you reap, your whole world, including your past, starts to become a tantric paradise. You're like, wait a second, everyone was a Buddha the whole time. Wait, were they always a Buddha the whole time? Or are they a Buddha the whole time because now I'm becoming a Buddha the whole time, Buddha. You understand?
I think so.
Just be really good and you're gonna meet angels, okay?
Okay.
And you're gonna realize all the people you thought were blank holes were angels too. Okay, question 1. In discussing why one should not be attached to the 3 realms, the Holy Lama Drapa Geltsen mentions the pain of pain, okay? The suffering of suffering. And describe the suffering of the 3 lower realms. Name these 3 realms, describe where they are, and explain how one takes birth in these realms. Okay. Okay, what's an example of this, a suffering of suffering?
Headache.
Yeah, that is the classical example. Or backache, or headache. I think it's headache, right? Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, now somebody tell me, what are the 3 lower realms?
Animals.
See? Just yell it out, I don't care.
Animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings.
Espíritus hambrientos?
Yeah.
I'm working on that one. Good. And seres de infernos?
Seres de los infiernos o seres infernales.
Los seres infernales. Okay. Beings held, helled, infernal beings. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's, yeah, the word in English, infernal. It refers to hell. Okay, cool. So, perfect. So those are the 3 bad places you can go. The Nyen Song Sum. The bad went 3. All right. Good. Okay. And so who built the hells? Was it, what construction company built the hell realms? What does Master Shantideva say?
One in Kansas.
Yeah. Hecho en Mexico. Hecho in Juarez, right? Everything in Mexico is made in Juarez, right? So it was all It was made in Juarez, no? Irovor says our bad actions. That's not as funny, Irovor, but he's right. Yeah, we create our world based upon the things that we do and then project them. Correct?
Yay.
Okay, you have to prove this for yourself by meditating. Don't just take my word for it. Okay, you can read the whole answer. Okay, describe a quotation from Lord Buddha himself to support this presentation of the lower realms, also giving the name of the sutra from which it comes. Okay, the sutra is called the Sutra Requested by Upali. And it states that the three lower realms and the higher realms and paradises as well are all only the result of our projections. No one ever came and built them like some universal construction company. De Kansas. He says the whole world is a projection that comes from your projections. This, of course, does not mean that all the suffering of realms is anything less than completely real. No. When we say projection, we're not saying like a film projection that you can pass your hand through. It's a projection that is solid, fluid, test temperature, is mobile, and takes up space. What are those? Solid.
Solid, yeah.
What are those? What are those? The five what?
5 elements.
See, the 5 elements. Okay. 5 elements is not, doesn't mean there's dirt in your toe or something. Okay. There might be dirt.
Sorry, it's me again.
Oh, you again, what?
So logically, then we would be able to see the 3 lower realms in this realm as well, if we create those realms with our seeds as well.
Logically speaking, you don't have to go anywhere to create a realm. Because there is no, Kelly McGee.
There is no self-existent realm.
There's no going, there's no coming.
Yeah, right. It's not like a different place. It's like how you experience your world.
Yeah, there's no different place. The experience of place and the experience of coming and going, the experience of starting and stopping, the experience of changing and existing, and the experience of one and many are all projections based on your karma that's forced on you from how you treated others. So yeah, hell is right here.
That makes complete sense. It's terrifying, but it makes sense.
It's terrifying and it's enlightening because it's terrifying if you're doing bad things, Monica Torres.
I'm not, not all the time.
Parar. What do you say? Parar. Stop doing bad things. Do good things. Okay? Okay, good. Explain what drives the suffering of change. What makes every single good thing in our life go bad unless we practice Dharma with knowledge? Okay, let me tell you something. The answer is always the same. Okay, in DCI, if someone asks a hard question and you don't know the answer, you just say seeds. Just semillas. But you have to wait a second, be like, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. Let me think. Semillas. Because it is always the answer, okay? So why do things change in your world? Let me see you do it. Marta, let me see.
¿Puedes repetir la pregunta?
Why do things change?
Por tu karma. Porque se acaba el karma.
Say semillas.
Porque se acaba la semilla.
Exactly. Okay, good. So things shift because your karma shifts and then things change, right? That's it. When the Holy Lama Drakpa Gelton speaks of the mystic power of this good deed, what good deed is he referring to? Where does its power come from? And how could it ever enlighten all beings? He is speaking of the idea of praying that all the pain of the three realms could ripen upon us. The power comes from the extraordinary karma of overcoming our tendency to cherish ourselves and care for others first, enlightens all beings only by helping us to reach enlightenment quickly ourselves, then guides others to do the same state. What is this talking about in one word? Sanskrit word. 4 syllables.
Bodhicitta.
Yeah. Bodhicitta will grant all your wishes. Even if it seems like everything isn't going your way for a little while, okay? And if you practice Dharma for long enough, you'll reach a point where it will seem like things are going quite badly. Right, Rivas? Right, Aldo? Right, Hero? Yeah. So just stick with it, okay? Because you're going to go through some purifications de inferno, okay? Trust me, it's better than going to hell. Okay. What reasoning can we use to decide whether the people and experiences from the earlier part of our life were somehow spiritually significant? Okay, this is Dharma revisionism. You can call this idea spiritual revisionism. From their own side, the events and the people from the earlier part of your life have no nature of being spiritually significant or not. As we become more pure, though, we begin to perceive them in a different way as very special spiritually, which, although not independently true, is nonetheless completely valid as the perception of them that they're just ordinary. Okay, this especially goes for suegras. Thanks, Rita. Exactly. Suegras, okay? And like people in your life who just were regular people when you were a kid, okay? However you got to this path, this class right now, they helped you. They helped you get where you are now. So maybe if someone helps you get into enlightenment, they are a Buddha. Class over. Monica!
I'm here.
Lista?
Ready. I think it should be fair that before saying the mandala, Alex Rivas teaches me the secret of the Zoom emojis.
Zoom emojis?
Yeah.
Just copy paste from WhatsApp web.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the secret has been revealed.
Rivas knows a lot of secrets, okay? Just squeeze him. He'll tell you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sing the mandala. I need my payment, okay? My payment is your happiness. Give it to me.
Sashi.
Uki jokshin mektok tram. Rira blingshir nende gen padi. Sange shingu mikte urwargi. Joku namdak shingla chupar shok. Iram guru radna mandalakam niryatayami.
Sange. No, Gewa.
Ikeokun. Sunam yeshe tok tok shin. Sunam yeshe le jongwe. Dampa kuni topar shok.
Muchas gracias, Word.
Gracias, Word.
Por
Gracias,
nada.
Word. Gracias, Jero.
Gracias todos.
Gracias, Word.
Hasta
Gracias.
miércoles. Hacer tu tarea.
Sí.
Meditar. Todos.
Hacer yoga.
Or can we meet Wednesday like 15 minutes before so we can talk about course 15?
Yeah, sí. Okay.
Gracias, carnal.
Okay. Gracias. Gracias. Jero.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay. Nos vemos. Say it louder, mommy.